Good morning. Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living weekly live broadcast. Today is Christmas Day, December 25th of 2022. This is our last Sunday in 2022. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and in our daily lives that create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world. I thank you very much for being here today. I wish you, for whatever you celebrate today and every day, any day, I wish you many blessings, blessings upon blessings. Today, given that it is Christmas and it is a day that Christians around the world celebrate the life of Jesus and the birth of Jesus specifically. And so today we're going to talk about what it means to truly celebrate and honor the life of Jesus and what Jesus represented here on this earth, specifically peace and faith. So we're going to focus on softening the heart, opening the heart to really be the peace, to embody the peace, to emanate the peace, to live the peace. So that is going to be our focus for today. Let's go ahead and come into our circle. Let's come into our circle sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one, coming together in our circle. And as we come together in circle, let's bring everything to face toward the center of our circle. And bring everything, all of your senses, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, bring everything to focus and to the center of our circle. And together, let's call on the One, on our Source, on God, on Great Spirit. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of peace. Let's begin with peace. And just imagine this divine power of peace, this filling in the entire circle, our entire virtual space being flooded with peace. Ya Salam. Salam is the divine name for the divine power of peace. Just imagine this peace flooding the center of our circle, all of this space, and just let this peace wash over you. Let it wash over you. Let it fill you. Let it just, really breathe it in. Breathe it in and let it just waft through your body. And every place where this vibration, as this vibration, kind of like the waves of the ocean as it ripples through your body, through your tissues, through your heart. Just let those parts of you be touched by peace. Allow yourself to be, just fall into the peace, the calm. So let your whole being fall into it and rest into this gentle ocean of peace. And breathe it in. And as you breathe it in, just absorb it into your cells, into your tissues, all the way through and into the core of your being, filling all of your being with peace. And as you exhale, just let yourself relax into this gentle water of peace. Excuse me. In the name of the One most merciful, ever compassionate. Let's bring everything again to face toward the center of our circle. Together, let's call on our Source. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your pure divine light, Ya Nur. Ya Nur. Just imagine this pure divine light beaming into our circle, and let this light land on you. If you're in the United States or in this northern hemisphere of the world right now, I think it's pretty cold all around, colder than usual temperatures. So just imagine this light, this warming, cleansing, purifying light. Just imagine this touching your skin and warming your skin with a warm glow of this purifying, cleansing light. Let your whole being be warmed by this light. Let it penetrate through your skin, through your pores, into your body. And let this light, as it travels in through your sensory organs, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your skin, just let it travel through the neurological pathways and just cleanse and purify all the electrical system of your body. And let it travel through the electrical system of your body, just cleansing and purifying any of the influences that keep us from recognizing truth or from being in truth, responding to the truth of what is in front of us in every moment. So many times we are poised for what might happen if, based on our experiences of the past, and these memories and these triggers sit in our nervous system, just waiting for that trigger so that we can be activated. It can be activated and jump into its response, its survival, protective, safety response. And yet the system knows how to keep you safe and protected, based on pure instinct, even if you don't have all those triggers ready to be activated. So as this light moves through your electrical system, just let it cleanse and purify those places, so that what we see through a lens of truth, being present with what is in the moment, in the moment. The same with hearing, the same with smelling, with tasting, with feeling. Everything just in the present moment, to be responding to the present moment. And the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. Together, let's come together again from our hearts and bring your heart center, that funnel of energy that extends from the front of your heart center. Just bring that to face into the center of the circle. And you may want to put your hands over your heart. Take some breaths into your heart center. And let your heart come to rest. Just feel the flow of your breath as your heart turns to face into this stream of peace, this stream of light. And together, let's call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your unconditional love. And just imagine this pure, unconditional love streaming into the center of our circle, streaming in pure, unconditional love. And as I said, just breathe with your hands over your heart, feeling the pulses, the rhythms of your heart. And let your breath just move with the rhythm of your heart as this energy from your heart just flows in and out from your heart center, really synchronizing with the rhythms of peace and unconditional love. Just let this love have this uninterrupted, smooth flow of that giving and receiving of love. Just let it flow through your heart with your breath. Let it tune into the natural rhythm, the pure love, pure unconditional love. And allow this love to flow into your heart. And with each breath, as you inhale, let your heart center be like a breathing portal, and breathe in that unconditional love. Let it come all the way into your heart center. And as you exhale, just release from your heart space any of the tension, the clutter from your heart center, blowing it out, blowing it out. And inhale, draw in that pure, unconditional love into your heart and let it come all the way in and allow your heart to be loved by unconditional love itself. As human beings, we put conditions on love based on what we believe is worthy of love, what we believe can bring us love, or what we believe will bring us rejection, abandonment, pain. But love itself does not care about our conditions or what we place on it. So allow yourself, as this love comes in, if you notice those places in your heart that want to put up walls or barriers or put in those questions about whether or not we can be loved and be worthy of love and know love, just know, okay, I hear you. I recognize you. I understand, or maybe you yearn to understand the places within yourself and allow it to be loved anyway. Allow these parts of yourself to be loved. And as you inhale, this next inhale, draw that unconditional love in through your heart center as deep as you can. And as you exhale, let yourself lean into your heart, lean back into your body, fall back into your body, lean in through your heart into the depths of your heart, into the really deep abyss of your heart. Just lean back into this abyss, fall back, and let this flow of pure divine light and unconditional love and compassion and peace, just let this flood into your heart as you lean back into your heart. And remember, all of the knowing of these vibrations, of these powers, is all contained in your heart as well. So let that knowing be activated. The knowing of peace, the knowing of love, the knowing of pure divine light. Let that be activated as this flows into your heart center. Let it be awakened from within you. Let it light up. Let it be electrified. Let it turn on the knowing of light and love and peace inside your heart, and let it activate along your whole vertical core, that column of energy that comes through the top of your head and flows through your body all the way along the front of your spine, all the way through and through your base. And breathe in that pure divine light, unconditional love, eternal compassion. Bring it in. And of course, the peace. Let it flow in through your heart. Lean back into the abyss of your heart. Draw it all into your vertical core and land into your body. And again, bringing our focus together at the front beginning, at the center, front beginning, center of our circle. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your eternal compassion, the divine power of eternal compassion. Think of compassion as a power, a superpower, a divine, I think all divine powers are superpowers. Think of the eternal compassion as a superpower, as the eternal compassion comes from, as all of our divine powers do, most of our divine powers do, come from the time or the realm before our time and space. They are eternal and they extend beyond our realm of time and space. The Rahman, Ya Rahman, the divine power of this eternal compassion contains our entire bubble of time and space reality. Our ocean is contained within this womb of eternal compassion. the ocean of existence, the ocean of consciousness, our entire 3D material realm contained within a womb of eternal compassion. So as you breathe in this light, love, and peace and compassion, breathe it in all the way into this vertical core. Imagine your body like a sponge, soaking up all of this pure waters of peace, of love, of light, of compassion. Draw it all the way into your vertical core. Elongate your spine. And as you exhale, just let your conscious body drop down and land into your pelvic bowl and center into your center of gravity, your vital life force energy center. Beneath your belly button, about halfway front to back, halfway side to side, just let yourself drop down and land into that space. And be. Kun fayakun. Be and it is. Be and it is. Be and it is. And let these vibrations, let them travel along your vertical core, again, illuminating the truth that is contained within you, illuminating this vibration of pure divine light, of unconditional love, of eternal compassion, and of peace, of peace. As we said, today is the day that we honor the birth of Jesus. Christians honor the birth of Jesus. And even if you are not Christian, you may still honor this life of Jesus or recognize the teachings, the examples that were set in the teachings of the life of Jesus. Jesus is known as the Prince of Peace. His life gives us many examples of how to live as a representative of spirit in form, how to live in peace, how to live in strength, how to live in faith, right? Jesus was a healer. He healed the sick. He was the most generous. He fed the poor. He stood strong in the face of injustice. He loved unconditionally. He looked beyond outer appearances of who people were, what they did, and looked to the heart. And he could see and feel and recognize the sincerity within the heart. And think about that. Think about that. How often when you look in a mirror at yourself, or when you think of yourself, or your self-talk that speaks to you from within yourself, do you think about the things that you've done or not done? And judge yourself, subtly judge yourself based on those things, or think about how others might judge you based on those things? How often do you see yourself as your physical body and its perfections or imperfections, and make subtle judgments about yourself, or maybe not so subtle judgments about yourself, beliefs about yourself based on your physical body, your physical appearance? Feel like if you could only look a different way, you could have more of this or that. But because you look the way you look, and you will be judged for the way that you look, you've got to feel a certain way about yourself. Or because of what you have or don't have in your life, because of what family you've come from or not come from, because of what you do, your job, your career, how you define yourself, How often do you place judgments or beliefs around these things that affect your feelings about love and your own worthiness of love? Let's take a minute right now and let's just make a call to all those parts of ourselves that see us as less than whole and less than perfect, or that feel less than whole or less than perfect. Because we are human, and that is a part of our journey here. We can't escape feeling less than perfect and less than whole. It's a part of the plan, part of the path. So let's take a moment now and just call to all of those places that are willing to come forward, ready to come forward, that want to be healed. And call them now and just invite them into the center of our circle, into this container, this womb of compassion, this womb of unconditional love, this womb of pure divine light, this womb of peace, this container that we have set for our circle. Call all of those places from within yourself and invite them to step into this container of peace, light, love, and compassion. And just take a breath, and as you exhale, blow them and just help them, assist them in leaving your body and entering into this container at the center of our circle. Just, you can maybe even feel your body, like feel these waves moving through your body, or energies being released from your body, moving out of your body. I know I can in this moment. Just let them make their way into the center to rest in this ocean of peace, light, love, and compassion. This is an ocean of total acceptance, unconditional love, and all of those parts of ourselves that have felt less than lovable, less than perfect, less than whole. They need this total acceptance and this total love. So allow those parts to be immersed in this love and compassion. Allow them to be immersed in this love and compassion. And for every place within you that has been emptied, just invite this love and compassion and this light and this peace to fill those places within you, and infuse the light, the love, the compassion, the peace into those places within you. Let it be completely loved, completely loved. So let those places in you be completely loved, completely loved. And let your entire being be held, enveloped, and wrapped in this blanket of love and compassion. And let this fill you with peace. Let it fill your entire being with peace. Ya Salam, Ya Salam. Oh, peace. Calling on the divine power of peace. The divine power of peace. Ya Salam. And Salam is a name for peace in the sacred language. And when you speak, the sounds that make up the name of Salam, it's emitting the vibration, the frequencies of divine peace, of pure peace. So bring that vibration into your body. Ya Salam. Ya salam. Ya salam. Ya salam. Ya salam. Be the peace. And let this vibration of salam, the peace, let it resonate throughout your body. Your body is mostly fluid, mostly fluid. So let this vibration penetrate the fluids of your body. As the vibration moves through and penetrates, resonates into the fluids of your body, it affects the structure of your fluid parts, including your cells and all of the tissues within you. So as you bring in this salam and let that vibration resonate through the fluids of your body, invite the fluids of your body to take in this resonance and to be shifted. And let those cells of your body be transformed and restructured by this vibration of salam. So we said Jesus was a healer. Jesus healed the sick. Jesus fed the poor, was very generous and kind and compassionate. So let's remember to be kind, and let's begin, since we have called this forth from within ourselves and we're bringing in this light and love and compassion and peace to fill those parts of yourself that have been emptied of the perceptions that bring about self-judgment. As we empty those out and we fill with light, love, compassion, and peace, let's now turn toward ourselves and all the parts of ourselves with kindness, and look beyond any outer appearances, or as my teacher used to say, outside pictures or beliefs. Turn toward your heart. And again, take some breaths into your heart, all the way into the center of your heart. And look to the sincerity within your heart, the deep sincerity within your heart, the authentic truth of you. And breathe that unconditional love into your heart. You breathe that unconditional love into your heart. Breathe that unconditional love into your heart. And turn toward your own self with kindness and compassion, and look beyond the outer all the way to the sincerity within your heart. And if you don't feel it, just stay with it. Breathe into your heart, breathe in this light, this love, this compassion, all the way into your heart. And look upon yourself as a being who knows love and yearns to live in love and in peace. And feel the sincerity within your own heart. And let yourself really be present with the deep sincerity within your own heart. The sincerity within your heart and the longing, the yearning that you feel to live the sincerity within every aspect of your life. Feel that deep, as my teacher used to talk about, the deep sincere. The deep sincere. Feel the deep sincere. Let it resonate in your heart. Feel that yearning in your heart to live your authentic truth of you. But that's a word that gets thrown around a lot. I don't really like to use it. Feel the sincerity. my own process there. Feel the sincerity. What does your heart sincerely long for? Does your heart sincerely long for peace? Sincerely long for truth? Sincerely long for a safe space to express your own being and to allow your creative juices to flow? Does your heart yearn to be of service, to have fulfillment of some purpose, to heal your relationships, to have some meaningful employment or source of income, to be safe, to be cared for, to know, to feel that confidence that you are provided for, that you are right where you're supposed to be, that you are okay, for total self-acceptance or acceptance from others. What does your heart truly yearn for? And allow yourself to be with that yearning in your heart and just be present. Not, oh yeah, I see it, and then bouncing back out, but just be with it and breathe into the center of your heart, breathing into the center of your heart. And as you exhale, just let yourself rest into this. Think of it as a womb or a cocoon or a chrysalis of love, compassion, light, peace, and truth. And let yourself rest into this. Right. Beyond the outer appearances of yourself, whether it is how you appear to yourself or to others, does not matter. What matters is the sincerity within your heart. And Jesus said, if we have faith the size of a mustard seed, that we could move mountains, nothing will be impossible for you. If you have faith the size of a mustard seed. So just feel that mustard seed within your own heart and really bring yourself into that center point. The mustard seed is like a tiny dot. And the dot, in the teachings of Sufism, the dot is contains everything. Like the poet Rumi says, you are not an ocean, you're not a drop in the ocean, you're the ocean in a drop. That dot contains everything. Sometimes can meditate on that dot. Imagine that mustard seed as a dot in the center of your heart, and bring your focus and attention to that dot at the very center of your heart, and let yourself really fall back and lean into your heart. Fall back and lean into your heart. And lean back through your heart center, that funnel of energy that extends from the front of your heart. Lean all the way through your body and back into the vertical core, where your heart center meets the vertical core. Lean in till you're resting all the way in the center of your body. And be with the sincerity of your heart. Be present with it. And breathe in this light, love, compassion, and peace and truth. And as you exhale, just let yourself rest into this womb of total compassion, acceptance, and safety, provision. Ya Rahman. And let yourself be held there, held in this container of safety, provision, compassion, acceptance. Let yourself be held there. Another thing my teacher used to say is, be Jesus of your time. Be the Jesus of your time. Embody the examples of what we've been told of the life of Jesus. To be honest, be sincere, be straight, and walk the straight path. Care about your body, care about your heart, Care about your spirit. Care about your family. Be polite with one another. Help each other. And see the presence of God, the face of God, the essence of God in yourself and in everything and everyone that is in front of you. La ilaha illallah is a phrase that means there is no other, there is only the one. There is no other. When you look at whatever is in front of you, there is no other. There is only God. There is only the one. Everything that exists by the emanation of the breath and consciousness from the one, and nothing exists outside of that. There is only one. So again, call on Ya Salam, and Ya Mu'min. Mu'min is the faith, the faithful, the believer. You call on the divine name of Salam, the peace, and the divine name of Mu'min, which means the embodying the essence of the Amin. Amen. You know, Amin means yes. I affirm, yes. So it's really embodying the essence of the yes. So call on Ya Salam, the peace, Ya Mu'min, the faith. And let the peace flood your body and flood your heart. And let the faith strengthen the core of your being so that you really can feel solidly within yourself all the way to your core, a solid knowing, the solid resonance of peace, a solid belief that you are loved and cared for and provided for, that you are safe, you are held, you are never separate. We are here to walk a journey of challenges, but we are also here to learn from those challenges, to walk through those, what's been called the dark night of the soul, and to conquer, to be invincible in the face of the challenges, to hold strong to the faith, and to really trust in that we are being shepherded, that we are being cared for, that we are not alone, that we are being provided for, to stay in the face of whatever comes before you in your life or moves through you in your life, that you know without a doubt that you are not separate. You are not alone. You are being held in love, that you are being loved unconditionally, that there is a truth beyond this 3D material realm, and it lives in you and through you. That truth lives in you and through you, and it is here to be known through all of your experiences in this world. The divine power of truth, the name for it is Haq. Ya Haq. Ya Haq. Ya Haq. Ya Haq. Ya Haq. Ya Haq. So let this truth fill the core of your being, this divine power of truth. Ya Salam, the peace. And again, when you say these names into yourself, everything, the knowing of all of these names and all of these vibrations, all of these frequencies of energy, right? Sound is frequency, energy is frequency, right? So when you produce these sounds within your own body, you're awakening and livening the frequencies of these energies. And of course, with your intention, it brings it into being, it awakens it from within you. And of course, with calling on source and asking for that connection, that help, right? I say asking on its intention The connection is within you because it is the breath of source that breathes you. So how can you be separate from that? It is who you are. It is who you are. Breath of your source is the consciousness, the life force, the rhythm, the pulsation that breathes you and beats your heart. So there is no separation. We see ourselves through our physical senses, our eyes and our ears and our what images that we see and experiences that we have. And that causes us to feel and think of ourselves as separate from the breath that breathes us. Let yourself feel your own breath and rhythm with the breath that breathes you, your own heartbeat in rhythm with the pulsation of this emanation of consciousness from your source that moves through you and beats your heart. Fall back into your body and be held and contained in these rhythms. Feel your heart beat and your breath breathe, and your fluids flow through your body. Your energy vibrate and move and pulsate. This is breath of spirit breathing you. The breath of spirit breathing you and experiencing life through your own body, which is a body that has been exquisitely crafted by the master artist. The body, we're told the body is made from clay. The Bible says our bodies are made from clay. Not It's probably the same, I would imagine. The name that is used for that in the Quran, in the Arabic, is I believe it's salsala, and it's like from uh, it means the resonant clay, and the sound codes mean like resonance, like a sound instrument. Were crafted as instruments of sound and with connection, right? So it's got the elements, the sound codes for the resonance of sound and connection. So just think of your body as a crafted from resonant clay, as an embodied connection, right? That connects you with your source and with the all that is. And your body serves the purpose of having an experience in the 3D realm that can be perceived through the senses. But who lives through you, who breathes through you, who resonates through you, who beats your heart, who pulsates the rhythms of your fluids and your flow of energy through your own being? This comes from your source. So again, lean into your heart and feel yourself contained, connected, and held in that resonance as one with that ocean that is moving through your physical being. You're not separate. Let it beat through you. Let it breathe through you. Let it pulsate through you. Rest into it and be. The poet Rumi says, "These forms we seem to be are cups floating in an ocean of living consciousness." We think that we are the cups, but what we are is ocean, too near to see, though we swim in it and drink it in. Don't be the cup with the dry rim. Let yourself drop into your body, into the abyss within your heart. Rest into the ocean and allow the pulsation of the ocean and the rhythms of the breath of your source to breathe you, and know that you can never be separate, because existence itself there is no separation. The emanation of consciousness, there is only one. Let yourself fall into it, rest into it. Be the sincerity within your heart that you feel as a yearning within you is calling you home to this place of connection, to this place of knowing, to this place that is so very connected and straight and protected and provided for, like your source of provision. It is all within you. Fall back into the abyss of your heart. Rest into this place and be. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Rest into this place. Feel that connection. Stay with it as long as you can and be. Ya salam, ya mu'min, ya salam, the peace, O peace. Ya mu'min, O embodiment of faith. Ya muhaimin, it's embodying the life of faith, living faith. Ya haq, the truth. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Let yourself fall into this and rest into this and stay here. Stay here as long as you can. Be. And as you rest into this place, just let your body, if your body wants to move, have any kind of movement and resonate and flow with these pulsations, just let your body move. Let your arms have wave with the wave motion, and let your spine wave with the wave motion. So you really feel the embodiment. You can let your hips move and your legs move and flow with this wave motion, this pulsation, the rhythm that breathes you, that pulsates and beats your heart, that moves your fluids. Let your whole body have movement if it wants to, along with your breath. So you really feel this state. It's not like a place you have to fall into, and then when you get ready to move and walk and relate, that you have to come out of it, but you can stay with it and stay with this pulsation as your body moves. And remember, as you move throughout your day, that you can be connected in with this place of sincerity, of connection. And know that everything that you see outside of yourself, every person you come into contact with, everything that you see, you can view through the perspective of this place of love and connection and peace within you. And notice how your heart will respond differently from the outer layers of your own being. And if you find yourself wanting to react or respond in judgment, or in wanting to separate yourself from others, let yourself fall back into this abyss and look through the lens of light and love and compassion. Be held in this container, this womb of safety and protection, acceptance, compassion, sincerity, strength. Let yourself be held in that place. Feel your connection. Drop into the abyss within your heart. And let your whole body move from this place. Let your voice speak from this place. Let yourself be moved, to be spoken, to be breathed, to be pulsated, for your blood to circulate from the breath that breathes you. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Be the peace. Be the Jesus of your time to the best of your ability. And remember, Jesus is also accepting and forgiving. That means of yourself and of others. Kun fayakun. Okay, and with that, I invite you to stay in this place as you move throughout your day today, as you celebrate whatever you may celebrate today, as you live in love and peace and truth. Be the peace, be the truth, be the faith, be the strength. Kun fayakun. And with that, let me wrap up for the recording, and then I'll end the recording and open for any brief comments that we have today, or questions, or sharing. If you're listening to the recording, you're invited to join us live on Sundays at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time. Find information for joining us live at communityforconsciousliving.com, communityforconsciousliving.com. While you're there, pick up your copy of the 10 Spiritual Principles of Our Human Existence. It's a one sheet that you can print out and put up everywhere around your computer backdrop, your phone backdrop, your mirror, your door, your refrigerator door, your car, wherever you will see it often to remind you of the truth of who and what you are and what this life is about, what this world is about, and why we're here and what our purpose is for moving through this life. You'll also receive a 15-minute guided meditation that you can download and use as a part of your daily practice to help you to connect with this light and love and compassion within the depths of your own heart and this source of this life force, energy, and consciousness that breathes us as long as we are in these physical forms and beyond, I believe, and beyond. So with that, I will end the recording, open for the Q&A. I thank you very much for being here, and I hope to see you live next week.